Hello everyone. Those who don't know me, I'm Kim. I'm Chair of PCPW, Public Child Protection Wales. Public Child Protection Wales is a community organisation set up by members of the public from all across Wales, including North and South, with the sole purpose of supporting the family unit, promoting policies fit for purpose, fighting for reform, mostly centred around child protection and safeguarding. Our main objective at the moment is to fight the Curriculum and Assessment Act. So this is the new curriculum brought in by the Welsh Government. The reason for this is because our curriculum is not Welsh, as we've been told. It incorporates a mandatory element of RSE, Relationship and Sexuality Education, which we know to be CSE, Comprehensive Sexuality Education. So we know this because the Welsh Government, Irish Government, English Government and Scottish Government signed up to this Comprehensive Sexuality Education on the 1st of March 2017. So we've absolutely no doubt in our mind this is what we're getting. We know it, we've seen it, it's been referenced. We've also found it in our current documents. So there are lots and lots of reasons for us fighting this. But that is pretty much what we're looking at here, okay? We've been led up the garden path. We've been told it's something that it's not. It's not appropriate and it's actually dangerous to our children. So it's not only dangerous to them, it also fringes on many of our rights, religious, our right to family life. There's lots of rights being toyed with here, namely the parental rights. The parental rights have been removed. Parents no longer have the right to remove their children from any aspects of this education whatsoever. So this is mandated from age 3 to 16 with no parental opt-out. Assisting is no parental opt-out, so we've lost the parental rights because the children's rights override parental rights, as do sexual and reproductive rights. So in Wales now we're dealing with something far more serious than they are around the rest of the UK, but we do know the rest of the UK will be following suit because they too signed up for this. We know that with this education, we very often see lessons because this is in 52 countries around the world. So we see the lessons usually, and we get a bit of uproar from parents, and then some books are removed and lesson content is removed. But eventually we end up with this legislation for education. So in Wales, we've had it here first. So I know from seeing it transpire around the globe where it goes, I know exactly these countries are going down this road as well. Here in Wales, we've started with the legislation. The rest of the UK has got lesson resources. Our education minister right now is Jeremy Miles, but before him, we had Kirsty Williams. Kirsty Williams was very proud of this education. She boasted about it on many occasions. She also quoted the Scottish curriculum many times. So we can direct you to blogs and things like that to prove this. So we know what they've got in Scotland, Kirsty Williams supports, and that's where we're going with this. Okay, that's where we're headed. We're very fortunate that the SNP, the Scottish National Party, has published 100 lesson plans online. So that gives us a good idea of classroom resources then. The Scottish Family Party have pulled these lesson contents apart. They have put everything into one document, easy for us all to access. So a round of applause for them. Without them, this would have been a huge task, and it would have taken far longer to bring it to you guys, okay? Because you really do need to go through this stuff with a fine tooth comb, but it's there and it's coming harder and faster as time goes on. So we hear time and time again how good this education is, the safeguards and everything else. We can argue this point all day long, okay? It's supposed to protect children and prevent them from watching porn and everything else. They've been encouraged to research and search for porn. The fact that children are told to look for this is a non-contact sex abuse anyway. That's problematic. That's a huge concern. Again, to counteract the argument of porn, they need this because of access to porn. Well, that is not our problem, and it's not the school's problem. It's actually the government's problem, because once upon a time, this stuff was on the top shelf for a reason. We now have these mobile devices where we have to physically go into these devices to apply locks. There is no reason our government cannot petition big tech companies to have phones and handsets, or even through their software, so they apply on every update, that they have to go into the phone to physically unlock these features, meaning every handset, every device comes child-proof, child safety. An adult has to learn to unlock it rather than learn to lock it. So that solves that problem there and then, you know. You're not going to eradicate their access to it. You know, we've got the dark web, we've got other things going on. You're not going to totally eradicate anything, but you can eradicate a huge part of that problem by petitioning government standing up, taking responsibilities and sorting out the big tech companies. So that's that there, okay? Right, back to the program, guys. We've tried our best to intercept this. We've taken part in petitions, consultations. We've tried our best, okay? And we haven't been successful. We know now the only route to take is court. So the case is with the legal team. We've had to wait for everything to be published. Now that everything is published, we can now make our move. So we're on a deadline there, and that deadline is the 16th of March. We've only got to the 16th of March to raise the funds and get this going. So we're looking at tens and tens and tens of thousands of pounds. I'm not going to go into the fundraising with you now because that is my colleague's job, Lucia. She did a wonderful video on that, and you can all contact her. The platforms I'm going to be uploading this video, I will also be downloading Lucia's to put this there as well, so you'll know exactly how to go about that, okay? But what I will say about the fundraising is, we do have a fundraiser currently going. We've had lots of fundraising events going on. People have done incredible stuff, okay? We're really so grateful for that. But what we're doing now, you might think we've gone quiet and we're not pushing that. There's a reason for it. We have taken a step up, okay? So with the publication of the documents and the deadline, everything, we're going on to a new platform, and it's called crowdjustice.com. So if you want to take a look at that yourselves, guys, it's a much better position for us. You have to present your case with your solicitor on there. So it puts us on a better footing again. It, like I said, takes us up a level, puts us amongst the bigger players. People can pledge larger amounts there as well. But again, when we go on that platform, our strategy changes slightly. So we're looking for people to replace the pounds, okay? So £1,000 donation is fantastic. But what the guys reading these platforms want to see, they want to see 500 people putting in £2. That's the way they like to see it. That's what they like to see, people behind these causes, and then they will dig deep to support us all the way to however far we need to go on this, okay? So, where are we going now? Right, so that's out on that, guys, right? You will, within 3 weeks, I promise you, within 3 weeks, you will have all the details. The case will be laid out. The crowd justice page will be up and running, and you are going to see that, okay? What we need you to do is get your ideas going, contact Lucia. Everyone can do something. If you've got nothing to give, you can get organised. You can organise a coffee morning, a teddy bear picnic. Take it to Lucia. She will happily assist you down that road. That is not my area, guys. It's my job to update you. It's my job to feed information back and forth, the formalities of it all, and try and keep you lot supported, really. That's where I am on this. Talking about support, we are running a weekly coffee morning at 10:30 on a Wednesday. You can access that by RVSPing on the events page of our website, www.publicchildprotectionwales.org. Please subscribe to our website, guys. There's lots of exciting information coming there. The information that's on there right now, that information supported the fight as it was when we were trying to intercept things, when we were trying to prevent this from happening. Now it's been voted in and it's been implemented from this September. Things are different. The information we need to give you is different. There's a lot of forms there that's outdated. So that is undergoing a bit of maintenance, and we're looking to get that sorted by the weekend. We're also hoping to get a really good information pack ready for you, which we should, well, it'll be available a hard copy and also as a digital download. So that's what's going on behind the scenes there. Some of you might have seen us going on tour, different parts of the country. More recently, Scotland. We've been connecting with Scotland a lot. Again, you hear me speaking about Scotland quite a lot throughout this, the lesson contents, the fight there. We're connecting with the Scots now. What I'm really excited to share with you is news from when I was there last time, the shift in parents' attitude. So the general public. So not the crowd we went to see who already know what's going on. It was the people around George Square, that their change, they kind of know what's going on now, you know, and that was a really good feeling. Really was a good feeling. It was an exciting feeling. So we've connected with the ladies there and the gents, of course. We are coming together. They are coming to Wales to support us on demonstrations and things like that, guys. Oh, we've also got a demonstration as well, Cardiff, the 22nd of February, 1 p.m. outside Cardiff Castle, marching to the Senedd for 2 p.m. I'm sorry, I just had to slip that in there because otherwise I definitely would have forgotten. So what we're doing as, like I said now, as a team, we're splitting into our own different things. So Lucia's taking on her role, I've got my role, Joan's got her role. We're all supporting each other. We're all, you know, doing things on our own 2 feet kind of thing and to get more things going. So part of that is we're going to be doing a team sponsor, so a PCP team sponsor, and we're also going to be doing individual sponsors. So for myself, that individual sponsor is a 24-hour skate-a-thon. So as part of that, I'm going to open that out as a big team event. So I'm inviting everybody to join me. So please, guys, look out for that. That will be taking place on the 19th and 20th of February as well. And you know what? I think I'm going to leave it at that now. I think I've filled you with enough information. Like I said, this was just a quick update, a quick summary to those who don't know who we are, what we're currently doing. Things are moving in the right direction. I don't want to take up too much of the time. I just want to give you a quick update, really. Things are moving in the right direction. We are cooking on gas. We've got our 16th of March deadline, okay? So for the next week or to the end of next week, you might think things are quiet. But let me tell you, that's a good sign, okay? That's a very good sign. We've also got an event in London next week and an event in Ask to attend. So it is full steam ahead. There's been stuff going on even when you haven't seen it's been going on. And that's what we've got to do. That's pretty much it now, guys. Moving forward, I will give you another update, a proper update. Like I said, within 3 weeks, we should know exactly where we're going. Please, if you're interested in getting involved, you want to support us, you want to help us in this fight, like we've said hundreds of times before, this has never been overturned in any country ever since it's come in. They start with the lessons, they end up with the legislation. This is the final, this is the end of the road, is the legislation. Wales, we started off on the end of the road. We need to push back now. We need to be the first place in the world to bring this to a standstill, okay? And we can't do that without England, Scotland and Ireland. This isn't just Wales's fight. This is a UK fight. The UK signed up to this together. The UK was the last place in Europe to accept this. The responsibility, the weight and responsibility is equally placed on all our shoulders. We need to come here. We need to set precedents in here. We need to get the ball rolling, okay? This started with one small group of people 50 years ago. It could end with one small group of people this year, okay, guys? Thank you very much for watching. And I hope to see you all soon at one of our events. Or please get in touch, one of our coffee mornings. It's time to rise now, guys. It's time to put a bit of energy into it, okay? Thanks once again. And I hope to speak and see you all soon.